Of that, 'tis the season, we know, to eat, to drink, to be merry. But before you dive headfirst into the festivities, our next guest is here to save you from making a festive faux pas.
Faux pas, yes. From the proper way to pull a cracker to the correct colour pen to use on your Christmas cards. Etiquette expert William Hanson is joining us with his top Christmas do's and don'ts.
Hello, William.
Hello, happy Christmas.
And to you, welcome to the show. It's so good to have you with us.
Would you like a glass of champagne?
Oh, no, already I'm being tested.
Yes, please.
What time is it? Oh, OK, yeah, fine.
Well, champagne,
thank you.
Are we even allowed to drink champagne at 7 minutes past 10 or whatever it is?
I think, yes, champagne is one of those drinks that you can sort of drink all throughout the day, particularly on Christmas Day. Often people start with a glass of champagne in the morning.
Now,
if you like it, of course.
Is this a test?
Well, it's a test as to how you're holding it. Yes, from the stem,
Feels like
which
everything's
is good.
a test with you.
Well, indeed. Well, now, Josie, from the stem.
Oh, sorry,
please, if I may, 'cause
goodness,
otherwise
I've let myself down the first hurdle.
You
And why
will,
is that, William?
because the heat from your hand can go through the glass and heat up the liquid inside, which changes the taste. Also, you can look a bit like an alcoholic holding it from the bowl, so I would probably hold it from the stem.
From the stem, OK.
Very good. Oh, dear, no. Start the
no.
car.
Yeah, not doing
what
well
have we
today.
done?
You've clinked. Now, please don't clink, because normally you're drinking from delicate crystal glassware. I know this morning we have these, but normally it would be delicate crystal
This is our
glassware.
best shot. It's just been
thought that was a
handed
very
down from generation to generation. It's just Fern Britton's glassware.
No, clinking goes back to sort of trying to show that you weren't poisoning one another's drinking vessels, going back hundreds of years. So if potentially you think I'm
Me and
poisoning
Josie we've signed a blood oath, haven't we? So we wouldn't, oh, I'm not poisoning you, you're not poisoning me. That's good news.
There is a school.
From, really?
Yeah, but it would be
metal.
metal or wooden tankards, not
Viking times or
glassware.
something,
Yeah,
kind of thing.
not glass.
did not know that.
And if you do smash glasses together, you know, the inevitable's going
So you
to
shouldn't
happen.
what do you just do? You say-
Just make eye contact, raise your glass.
Oh, right.
We say on my podcast, clinking is common. I've said it.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I've offended
I
anyone.
know, so you
but
are.
that's what we say.
OK, so...
Well, a big congratulations
bless
on
you.
your book. They go mad for you in America, don't they?
They do,
Just
yes.
Good Manners. Here we
Indeed,
go.
there
What
it
can we
is.
expect to read in that?
Well, it's an etiquette book for modern life, because a lot of etiquette books, they sort of assume that everyone's dining with dukes and duchesses and ambassadors, and that's lovely if you are, and there are lots of resources if you want that. But actually, there wasn't really a book that sort of told you how to behave in the supermarket or basic good manners for 2024, nearly 2025.
Do you have, if you had to evolve it, given the times we live in, that's the
Yeah, and etiquette has to evolve. I mean, it would be ridiculous if people like me were going, well, in the court of George III, this is how you behaved, because we're not in the court of George III. So you have got to reflect life as it is today.
So how does Christmas... Because Christmas is quite a tricky minefield to navigate.
Christmas is tricky. Potentially starts with Christmas cards. That may be the first sign of Christmas. We've got Christmas cards in front of
There we go.
A lot of different pens here, William.
Lots of different pens. Which would you use, Josie and Dermot, if you were writing me a Christmas
This
card?
guy, 100%.
What type of pen? OK, so you'd go for a fountain pen?
Yes.
Do you know what? As long as I'd sent a card, that's all that mattered to me.
OK, yes, true. And do you keep a Christmas card list?
No.
Oh, OK. Well, I do, because I have a rule that you've got to send me a Christmas card 3 years in a row. And if you don't send me one for 3 years, you're off the list.
Oh, really?
Yes.
OK, so what pen would you use then?
Fountain pen. So I wouldn't use one of these coloured things because it looks a bit preschool. And beautiful handwriting, Dermot. And
Are you joking? My handwriting's terrible.
I think that's very nice. Yes,
This is my best handwriting. I'm terrible at handwriting.
It's legible. And let's put it in the envelope, because there is a correct way to put it in the envelope, and I'd like to see how you both do it.
Yours is lovely.
Oh, thank
Josie,
you.
let's see. Oh, that's nice. Yes.
Yours
very
is kind of,
cursive.
it's very Daphne du Maurier. I imagine yours is kind of like if in an old black and white film you go, I have a card here, and suddenly you're like, it's exactly like this.
So you think
So
you wouldn't expect me to write like that, would
That's
you?
beautiful.
Yeah, but I do. So.
Yes, well done. That's lovely. Now
Of course we would.
show me how you'd put it in the envelope, please.
OK,
Josie.
You don't buy those horses without filling in a few little forms and stuff.
Contracts. Right, so this is how I put it in the envelope. So I just get the envelope and I pop
Lift
it
the
in
flap
as
up.
so, and then what I
okay.
do, I am a bit gross, I do lick it.
OK, well, if it's a lickable envelope, then
Okay,
that's,
you would
that's
lick?
fine.
Can I backtrack a second? Firstly, was that the right way of doing it?
Halfway right. So the one thing I would do differently is so design up, that was good. So when they open the flap, they can see the design.
Yeah.
But I would have it with the fold at the top, so they don't get a paper cut as they take it out.
So
it's easier
like,
to remove.
like that.
No,
that.
other way. So with the,
Oh, I
with
see,
the
fold
opening
at the top.
down.
Oh,
with
I
the
see.
fold
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
Oh, OK,
Now,
right.
here's something that I often struggle with. Is it's to for a Christmas card rather than dear, correct?
Correct, yes. Or you can just write the name. That's fine. You just write
So
William.
it's dear if it's a letter.
Correct.
And 2 if it's a card.
That's the one. Well done.
Nice.
Well, such a
We're
minor
doing all
point.
right
Let's
here.
get
That's really my wife. I'm dragged up. But,
well, well done. Christmas lunch, of course, is a wash with etiquette rules. Shall we relocate to our lovely
that was
table?
so much
Did we
fun.
take our drinks with us, or...?
No, don't. So any drinks you have before a Christmas meal, whether it's lunch or dinner, would you like to sit here, Josie?
Oh, thank you, William.
Leave the glasses.
Lovely.
Don't clutter the
Thank
table.
you. What a gent.
Oh, Dermot, you can go there, you can go here, wherever
Well,
you would
after
like
you,
to go.
I
Oh,
guess.
thank you so much. Thank you. We've got our crackers. Now, when do you like to pull it on Christmas Day?
As soon as I can.
As soon as you can, so before the meal?
Before the meal, yeah, it's definitely a good pull before the meal.
Good. OK, Dermot, is that the same in your household?
Same, 100%.
Yeah, because then you can wear the crown. You can put the crown on.
And that's the proper etiquette way to do it, is it?
Yes, because you've got... What's the point of pulling the cracker at the end of the meal and then you wear the crown for about 3 seconds and then you're up to clear?
And do you know what I do? I'm really quite competitive when it comes to crackers, so I hold it there.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, and if
Okay.
you hold it there, you're always guaranteed a... Oh.
Not always.
Guaranteed a win.
But look,
Right,
you
put
can
that
have
back.
you can have mine.
Foolproof, Jess.
Now look, we've got...
Well, what's the technique, Josie? Is that because you more sort of your bicep kind of...
You've got more of it.
Yeah,
You've got more of the pull.
Well, supposedly.
And should
yes.
you pull the cracker with the person to your left or to your right? How does...
Sometimes you cross.
Yep.
Normally, so
Okay.
everyone will. Oh, it didn't even
Still
make a
pull it,
bang.
though.
There we go. It's made a bang.
Clear this off the table?
No, don't throw it on the floor.
Not throw it on the floor. Place it on the floor. Well, I will pick it up later.
Or you could just put it in the discard section above the plate. Would be absolutely fine.
They never fit on my head.
No, I've got such a big
Oh,
head
really?
as well.
They
Look,
never...
you've broken
I
that
know, they
now.
never fit, ever.
Yes. Never mind. Uneasy lies the head.
What about dietary culinary requirements? What's the etiquette here?
Well, obviously, if you do have a dietary requirement and you're going around to someone's house, you need to let them know well in advance that you have this dietary requirement. There's no point sort of just turning up on the day and announcing you're vegan because the ship's probably sailed. So let them know in advance.
Yep.
But as a host, also ask as well, even if you've had them round many times before. People develop allergies and intolerances now, so it's best to ask. Peas, for example, could you just
I
show
do
me...
apologise that our spread is a little bit sparse.
It's peas and gravy.
OK.
That's lovely
Peas,
for so
right.
many people. If you put some peas on your plate, I want you to show me
Love
how
to
to
know
eat peas.
how you eat
It's
peas.
on the front cover of my book, so let's see how well you were looking at the book.
So, how would I eat peas? Well, I think the fork was designed
Yes.
in such a way that you'd scoop them up like that.
OK. Well, let's just see what Dermot does first before I tell
I only
you.
know... my problem is I know how you should eat peas. I
Yes.
just can't do it.
OK.
I'll be there for hours. So I end up just going...
Yes.
So I end up just going like this. I have to.
In British dining, we don't turn the fork over, unless we're eating pasta or something. But we spear the peas onto the tines of
We
the fork.
spear the peas?
Yeah.
Just can't do it.
And you use the back of your knife to put them on like so.
Very time-consuming,
Something to
isn't
be
it?
all day.
Well, it is, but British dining etiquette often is time-consuming.
Now, William, she has a fork the other way around. Now, is that OK?
Are you left-handed?
No.
No.
I've just always had my
You always
fork in
had
my
that?
right hand.
Oh,
I do. Oh, good. I'm
peeing
missing peas.
everywhere.
I would always have my fork in my right hand.
It's
That's the
okay
hand
now.
I
A couple
use.
of friends that have to do that as well.
Yeah, left-handed
that
people
unusual,
often
is
do
it?
it.
Oh, quite unusual, yeah.
Well, but this is where etiquette has to evolve. So traditionally, yes, left-handed. My grandmother, who gave me my first etiquette book, that sort of she's responsible for all of this. She was left-handed, but as a child was told you cannot be left-handed. That was.
Oh, yeah, same as my dad.
We're more enlightened now.
My dad got caned for being
Yes,
left-handed
yeah,
in Ireland.
absolutely. But so if you do wish to transfer the fork into your dominant hand, if your dominant hand is the
whatever
right hand,
makes-
that's
exactly.
absolutely
Oh, that
fine.
feels a bit weird, actually.
Yeah.
Well,
You
that's
gotta do your own
but then
thing.
do what makes you feel comfortable.
Very time-consuming, that on the back of the fork, isn't it?
But it slows everything down. It's better for digestion.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, which
What
is
about
good.
gravy? What's the correct way to be serving gravy?
Yes, well, Josie, if you want to add some gravy to the peas, I mean,
know if I
everybody
want to
does.
now. Right,
show
here we
me what
go.
you would naturally do.
So I go like that, and then
Okay,
I'd
and you'd
smother,
pour...
I'd smother
OK,
it.
stop, please stop. Thank you. So what I would suggest you do, see if you've got a lovely ladle in
Yes.
front of you. Could you please pick up the ladle?
I actually feel
And-
sick watching that.
And the gravy boat. So gravy is always ladled.
Yeah.
So you would ladle it.
You'd ladle it out of a pouring
Yes,
jug.
even though it's got a spout. I know it makes no sense, but that's British etiquette for you. And, OK, and then ladle onto those attractive peas, and like so.
I'd be there all day.
Much nicer. But again, it just slows it down. But you'd offer the gravy to other people as well.
Yeah, I like my own pot when it comes to gravy because I quite like gravy. Nothing worse for me if I go to a pub and it comes with gravy on it. I always like
Okay.
gravy on the side.
Yes, and then you can add less.
Yeah, when I want.
Shall we go and have some
Wow.
presents as well
God,
and open our presents?
This is
the
a
best
real
Christmas ever, isn't it?
eye-opener. Yeah.
And do you open your presents before or after you've had lunch or dinner?
We do a little bit before and then a little bit after.
OK, Josie?
Well, do you know what? As I've gotten older, I don't get that many. So,
Oh.
Well, Josie, no.
yeah, I know. But so I just open them in the morning, really, with my
OK,
little
something
boy,
to do. And do you have any tactics if you are maybe opening a present you think potentially might be a bit rubbish?
I would always save it and re-gift it the year after.
OK, so you would re-gift?
Yeah, was that bad?
No, well, it depends
All
what
right.
it is
All
and
right.
who's given it to you. And if it's something generic, like a box of chocolates, that's, you know, you can
Yeah.
re-gift that, although probably next year they're not probably in great condition. I would suggest, for any present, just have your face in a neutral expression when you open it, and then you can burst into a lovely smile when you see it's a lump of coal or whatever it is that you're disappointed with. Because if the person's in the room watching your face and you're smiling and your face drops slightly when you see it's rubbish, they'll see that micro expression and they'll know. So
OK.
I would have a sort of a neutral expression. And also, do you write lists for who gave you what so you can send thank you letters?
Oh, my God,
Well,
I'm so bad.
I always try and... If someone sends me a thank, I always send them a card saying
Yes.
thank you. And then try to. And then if the least I do is send an email.
Well, I send
Yeah.
a text. Yeah, I send a text.
Yeah, so you're saying thank you in some form. It's better than, I mean, some people just don't bother with anything.
Yeah.
But I think it's particularly good to teach the children gratitude, is to actually sort of get them to write a list, slows them down as well, so they haven't raced through opening all their presents, and then they can send the thank you letters after.
And what about posting your presents on social media?
Posting your presents on social media, look, if you want to take a photo of everything when it's all looking beautiful, fair enough for your own posterity. I probably wouldn't post it on social media because it's a bit braggy. Look at how many presents I've got.
Right.
And it's a bit much. So
someone might get you something quite personal and...
Exactly, and other people may not have. We know people judge others and get worried and anxious on social media. So I probably wouldn't. Keep it to yourself. Maybe send it to a few friends and family who desperately want to. Do your followers need to see it?
Last question.
Yes.
And it's something I don't have to worry about. It might happen to Josie.
Oh, yeah, as if.
Should one propose on Christmas Day?
Well, what would you like it if you were proposed to on Christmas Day?
I don't care what day it is. Proposal.
You just want the proposal.
Nice.
I think it depends on who you're with. If it's just the two of you, then obviously it's absolutely fine. But it can be a little bit distracting and then sort of pivots focus to one or two individuals, whereas Christmas is about everybody that's
I never
there.
understand when people propose to people at someone else's...
Oh, no, I won't do that. Yeah.
Well, it happens, yes, exactly. And people announce sort of big, significant
We're getting
news.
married too. I'm like, read the room.
Yeah. So I would maybe do it on a different day, personally.
Well, William, what an
William,
eye-opener.
what a-
Thank you
Thank you,
so
Jane.
much.
Thank
I
you,
enjoyed
Will. What a
that.
wonderful little...
Eating peas correctly.
Eating peas correctly right there without a gravy in sight.
There
No.
we go.
No gravy boats or ladles
Look how lovely you look. But I've
Lovely.
got to say, can I just let the cat out of the bag?
Yeah.
You're actually a Bristolian at
I am
heart,
a
aren't you? There we
Bristolian,
go.
yes.
Yeah.
All the best
So-
people, Jose.
Yeah,
Exactly, it's the best
underneath it
city.
all, you're
Yeah.
a proper Bristolian.
Proper Bristolian. Gert Lush.
William's new book, Just Good Manners, is out now. Well done, William. Have a wonderful Christmas.
Thank you.
Thank
Merry
Thank you so
Christmas.
much for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every single day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the morning.